way of thinking around here is just to always push the envelope, especially on the cast and cure side, to hit it up to the next level that other people just can't do. Because we've got, a lot of people that push the envelope, we're always also looking at equipment that pushes the envelope. And so, when we research equipment, it's always not necessarily what can it do, but what could it do if this and if that. So a lot of things that we bring in are modified. Even, big equipment, we're trying new things. We have R&D that is constantly going on to create the next best embellishment that we can come out and keep things in line as often as possible to control costs. But certainly the embellishments and things that we've invested in, it brings up also our technical knowledge and our abilities to do so many more things, and it creates a way of thinking in our company, always wanting to shine and do what we can for the customer and produce the best that's out there.
Well, for me, I come through the press room, so that new press with a double coater on, right now I don't think there's anyone else in town that has anything to match what we have. It's exciting to come to work here and knowing what you have to offer. Definitely where people have to two-pass stuff, we can one-pass it, and in registration. Everything's a customizable piece of literature or project that goes through a kitting project or whatever. There's something new to just about every project that we do. The nice part about it is, for what our offerings are, it's not like we're dealing with a purchasing agent anymore. We're dealing with the sales, and then we're actually getting to their marketing and design people, and that's where you really want to be, because if you can get up there, you can save them money. And then you can come up with one or two, maybe even three avenues of them to add some wow factor to a project. But what's the budget? Trying to stay within their budget. Obviously, when you're dealing with design and marketing people, they have their mind wrapped around their project. And so you end up having to gingerly walk and ask the right questions because they're so intimate with their project that the last thing you want to do is try and intimidate it. 9 times out of 10, a customer will ask me, how much does it cost to do something like this? 9 times out of 10, they have an idea, but they don't know what the end result is either. So then you start that communication factor. I don't want to steer them down a road that they won't be happy with, either financially or the end result. A lot of times when you're out traveling and you come home from a customer, you come off on an adrenaline rush because you're excited to see what this concept can take it. Then you come back and then you're back into reality of it, and you start trying to wrap your mind around the concept, and a lot of times it'll end up being where you go back to them with a couple more conversations, and you have to have a good R&D budget for it. And we're not afraid that if I come back or any other sales rep comes back from meeting with a customer and we're unsure, we will get an engineering meeting together with our staff, and we'll try and figure out what's the best way. We'll open up an R&D ticket and we'll go through that process to make sure we can duplicate what the customer's looking for on a live production run. It can be difficult, but it's rewarding. It's so rewarding at the end.
Here we tend to, want to have the next best thing. We begin with the quality, of the equipment and what it can do for us. Is it an improvement from where we've been, or is it just maintaining? And we'll certainly go visit whoever's creating that machine, whether it's over in Europe, which a lot of printing equipment and finishing equipment comes from. We'll go over there, take a look at things, sit down with their engineers and walk through, what makes this work? Why can it, do things a certain way? We bring extra people along. We make decisions as a team and weigh the pluses, minuses of this brand versus that brand and the capabilities that they offer to help us push that next envelope. We set out originally just to buy a cold coil unit for our new press, and as we saw that we could potentially really push things along to the next level with cast and cure, we bought 2 Eagle systems. On the latest machine, 8 unit with a double coater, we've got a a foiling unit from Eagle Systems on the front end, and then a cast and cure unit on the back that runs through our coating unit. So we do things, I'll say, in a specialty fashion on that press to begin with, and then you add the embellishment of foil and cast and cure, and we can come up with some pretty fantastic things.
You know, over the years, we look at building network of people. We're huge in relationships as far as with our suppliers and vendors. We put 2 of the Golden Eagles on just because of the type of business that we're in. And basically by being able to put that cold foil down and cast and cure down through the coating unit and do it in line, it not only improves efficiency, but also cost effectively. The quality of product that you get out of it is endless. I mean, it's unbelievable what it looks like coming off in the coating unit. Mike King at Eagle Systems and Ellen, they've done a fantastic job in getting out into the market, marketing their equipment, and I can't say enough good things about them. It checked all the boxes, yes.
I consider trading cards kind of the epitome of specialty. You know, everything is high value. It's like printing money, you know, to some extent. You know, it's a very different market from what we, you know, typically had been in many years ago, which is, you know, more packaging and even some commercial work and stuff like that. We really transformed into that specialty, and the expectation is there that they're going to look great. You know, every one of them. They want to score a 9 or a 10 on that scale, and you know, we try to deliver that, and I think we do a really good job of it.
It was a retrofit, but because of the way everything's changed since COVID, the lead times of ordering equipment, I think the press itself was 14 months. And then as far as the Eagle system was purchased probably a year prior to coming in, but because we had to do so many modifications to retrofit it to it, the machine had to be here. Then because the Eagle was new and the K&B press being new also with the latest technology, we wanted our guys to get familiar with the K&B press first and then bring the Eagle in later so that they're not trying to double learn things. Get one dialed down, then focus on the other. And that was successful. I think a lot of it boils down to what you're comfortable with. However, I don't have an engineering background, so you surround yourself with strong people, intelligent people, creative people. And then yeah, we have great mechanics that can basically kind of tell us yes or no. There's a lot of things that go into it though, as far as for what types of inks you're running, what types of adhesives you're running, the blankets you're running. There's a whole gamut of things that have to all basically be compatible for it to be successful.
Our crew understands that there is a wall. You know, we kind of have a saying that, you know, we're not pushing for perfection, we're pushing for excellence, and at times, you know, our group, you know, pushes up against that wall, pulls it back, and then finds a new way.